My heart goes out to Miss Paris Jackson, and I made a video about Miss Paris Jackson. And I do believe that that's her, that's Michael Jackson's daughter. And let me clarify something to you idiots. African American people, we're not pure black. We're mixed. We're white and American descent. Many of us are. I'm African American, French, Spanish, Creole. Which makes me part Latino, English, Irish, and American. That's my background. My parents are not pure black. They don't have pure black DNA. My grandparents went down the family tree. That's how we got here. They had a rule back in the 1900s, but actually it started in 1800s during slavery, called the one drop rule. Virginia was the main one who brought it up. And one drop rule was that any drop of black DNA in you, you was considered black 100%, even if you didn't look it. And the real reason why in the African American population today, that rule became very popular in the 1900s because after slavery, many of our ancestors were mixed with white, also Native American. I mean, they even had the $5 Indian situation where when the Trail tells people African American descent who are mixed with Native American could get benefits being Native American, and they had fake so-called white people who mixed with Native American. I mean, fake people who say they were mixed with Native American, but they were pure white, had to be the $5 Indian. Now, that didn't always happen because it was a history of whites and natives mixing, okay? That's why they had the blood quantum, which is no different than one drop rule. So, during the 1900s, that's why they had movies like Imitation Life, Pinky, even Birth of Nation when they had Silas Lynch, and the Silas Lynch character remind me what people picture O.J. Simpson. Okay, when they say Child of the Century, Birth of Nation before Nick Parker's version of it, when Nat Turner, Birth of Nation started to make the Ku Klux Klan look good. It's no different than the O.J. Simpson trial. Okay, it's kind of like it is. Rerun begins up because Michael Jackson, before the skin changing, whether he bleached his skin or had vitiligo, that's his business. Actually, I do believe he did have vitiligo because there is proof. LaToya been outside the United States saying that Prince Michael has it. The first Prince, not Blanket. And they also say that the dad had it. And there's pictures of Michael Jackson's grandfather having vitiligo. So there is no lie about that. And what happened is that his skin was changing. I remember growing up in the 80s and 37, want to put tape on your fingers when he had that glove. Like, why he got tape on his fingers? Well, it made sense because he had different blotches of his skin. His brown caramel milk, brown caramel complexion. There was because he wasn't no dark chocolate brother. He wasn't no Wesley Snipes complexion, even as a child. Was changing to pale. So the only way he had to bleach, which makes sense, he had to bleach the darker parts that's not pale to match even his skin out. And then you talk about the nose. Well, Michael Jackson's dad have a smaller nose than Michael. The mama's nose is wider than the dad, and Michael Jackson's dad was abusive, so that did take a toll on him. And it's not a shock because Janet also had her nose done, and so did LaToya. If you don't want him to have that type of self-esteem, then blame Joe Jackson with the light green eyes, okay? And that's why Paris, besides her mom, have light eyes because he has light eyes. Michael Jackson's mom did not look like a pure black woman. She's also caramel. The people that came on the ship looked more like Akon and Lupita Nyong'o. That's why they call Africans who's Cocoa Sub-Saharan African black. Because dark chocolate is like close to the color black. Michael Jackson's dad does not have dark chocolate complexion either. Michael Jackson's dad is a little lighter than Michael Jackson before the skin change. Michael Jackson's dad not only has European, and so did the mom, and not Native American, but Michael Jackson's dad brags and talks about his great-grandfather was Choctaw, which is very true because they do have a native look. Features, especially Janet, okay? That's why when in the 90s, in the 80s, people will think sometimes she was Hispanic, and her complexion was changing too, by the way. But it was she had it not, or maybe she was lighter skin or whatever. But she can almost pass for cousins and me Latinos or Afro mestizos. Okay, well we just mix the same thing too, black, white, and American. So point is that's why. So I just understand why and that's why Tito was given that name, because not because of Hispanic character, because Joe Jackson told Robles, what's that man, Hispanic man that's from New York, he does interviews with Latino artists, because Joe Jackson is promoting this Hispanic woman named Taina, which is the name of the Taino tribe, because she's Puerto Rican, okay? So that's why he mentioned that you're watching an Indian named Tito, and his great-grandfather was Choctaw. I'm mixed with Choctaw too, god dog, on my daddy's side. But point is, on my grandmother's great-grandfather's side, on my dad's side. But point is, I don't have no hair, hairy body, okay? That Mongol blood, okay? But from Asia. But that is the real reason why I'm bringing this video, because you idiots need to know your history. That's why they had a term passing for white. That's why they had the movie Sarah Jane in the black and white movie of Imitation Life. There's many people who looked white who are mixed. Walter White looked white. My great grandfather, who had a white mother, third grandfather, not my first grandfather. That's his grandfather. On my mom's side, who was related to Nathaniel Bacon, who was English and Irish. Her son looked white. My third grandfather. My third grandmother on my dad's side, the one I mentioned, that my grandmother's great grandfather on her dad's side, her paternal grandfather's parents. His dad was Native American. My second great grandfather on that side of the family, but his also mother looked like a white woman who was part black and part white. She was part English and part black. So I wish I would stop that bullcrap. I'm mixed with Creole as well, besides Spanish Creole, because my great-grandfather on my mom's side also had a wife whose dad last name was Real, Spanish, and he's from Louisiana. There's also his daddy was Creole, who was passing for white. That's how he married a white woman in Texas after slavery, okay? So please, I wish I would stop. I have friends who look white. You had Channing Tatum. He's part Creole. He looks white. He part black. You have Ty Burrell, okay? Modern Family. He looks white. He's part black. I think if you want to do a movie about Michael Jackson looking white, Ty Burrell, who is a brother who can pass it, could be playing Michael Jackson in that character against some white man and play him. Leave Paris and Prince Michael's first and second alone. Michael Jackson did not look like Akon. No offense to Akon. I call it like it is before this physical changes. Stop it. Leave it alone. Into your American so-called Negroes. You ain't pure Negro. You're mixed. The white man made you consider yourself black to be a slave plantation. Be a slave on a plantation. That's why they was raping slaves, so they can make babies and make them slaves. And after slavery, when they actually made it to a real law, you can be segregated and have an economic default and discriminated against and also tortured by the KKK. If you got caught passing for white and you looked white with black DNA, you got killed. So please stop it. The one-drop rule is no longer a law since 1997 when they made 11 vs. Virginia case, which is 50 years of that anniversary in June this year. The one-drop rule was considered unconstitutional. The reason why I didn't get popularized, should I say, and sound ghetto, is because you had the black national who was contradicting the civil rights movement, who ushered called Martin King on top of coons, who wanted to be like segregated, and that's why Garvey was friends with KKK. I'm not too big of a Garvey fan. I would choose W.E. Du Bois over Garvey any day. Because of that. That's why you had that movement. And at that time, mentioning you have anything that wasn't black, even if your mom was not black, like Halle Berry says she's black, you got mistreated. You got demonized for it. So that's why they didn't mention that. And y'all bought into that lie because the white man say so. Well, the truth of that is, the truth is coming. And we need to tell it like it is. Whether folks hate it or not, they can drink poison and die. Okay? They can jump cliffs. The truth of it is, you're not a pure African American. You're multiracial. You're related to white people. I have white cousins when I trace my ancestry. Okay? There are my cousins. I have natives out there too and anything else. So you're not a full-blown African American, y'all. And it is common if I did mix with like Quincy Jones, if I did mix with a white person, with a white woman, my kids might come out looking 10 times more Caucasian because I already had white DNA in my genetics, and I don't look like a pure black person. I don't look like someone that came off the boat, off the ship, like someone like Akon. Even if I did, you have that. If you have white DNA and you look dark, you are dark skinned and you got some white DNA, that is common for your kids to come out looking like white people too. Okay? Same thing if you look like a high yellow like Drake. You know, Drake, not mama's white, but you got brothers who don't have a pure white mama and daddy, who got some black DNA on both sides, but mixed as well, who look like Drake too. So I don't want to hear no more stupid comments. Leave this woman alone. She went to suicide. She was raped at 14 years old. She cut herself. She loves her dad. I'm glad she defended her dad. Please, God, please, in the name of the Lord, stop bothering this woman and her brothers. Y'all are some evil people. Let your child get treated like that. How would you feel? And none of y'all ain't no pure Negroes. You know doggone well that we already put someone like me or a lighter on the magazines. They can put no Lupita Nyong'o or no Akon or no Latwick on a Coco Black magazine, knowing that we have a colorism. That's called like it is. So please, you are not pure black. Stop letting the white man be your God. And to your white people, stop over here commenting because 9, 10 you in America ain't pure Caucasian either. And that's why you're afraid. I bet y'all will find a person, mulatto, finding out in your family tree. You might try to jump the damn cliff. Can't call nobody a nigga then. I bet you that. You know that well we're not pure black. Excuse me, it would always rate that we're mixing consensually, okay? There also were marriages back then. Fred Douglas' wife was he was part white, and he had a white wife as well too. Let's say second wife, okay? But we need to start being real with our history lessons because people are so ignorant. Yeah, people black as tar, no offense, enduring slavery, who had kids who came out looking white, and sometimes passed and got out the plantation. So y'all get on my nerves with that bull crap about who black. Michael Jackson identifies as black, like I said, because that issue with the one-drop mess and the pressure of the one-drop mess after it was considered unconstitutional when folks did not let folks know it was not. They say he puts it in a book. They didn't want us to read. You can always put it in the book, right? They always tell us, remember when Nat Turner found out how to read, they try to stop him being educated. The slaves they wanted to, so they can be called niggas, so it means ignorant. Does not mean black. So, people are so ignorant. So, of course, they put that in the law books so we would not know about it because folks we don't try to find any reason to, tell it like it is, but it's the truth. It's no longer a law. That's why they allow us to check more than one box on the census. We were trying to put them on the racial category. We went against it. The minority civil rights groups did. But I'm tired of it. Regardless if he changed himself or not, those are his kids. And he even said that Paris kind of resembled LaToya, and she wasn't dark, or she wasn't brown growing up either. She was real high yellow, as we call it. And still is. And for her surgeries, you can look at Paris, look at her picture. It gets on my nerves. Y'all want someone to be pure, but you're not pure. Y'all the one who want to be something you're not. And don't get nothing for it either. Shoot, don't, okay? You want to say you're pure black, but you don't get a damn thing talking about me. I can care less about getting a check or no check, not claiming mixed heritage or not. At least I'm true to who I am. I prefer a higher power to give me something way better than what a human being can, okay? But y'all, don't try to make that arc with me because you don't get a dang old thing for being black or claim to be pure black either. And still bitch and moan and whine about racism and don't do a shit thing about it. Ain't trying to fight, ain't trying to protest. Half of y'all, some of y'all discourage people from protesting over this Trump situation. So you're not pure black, whether you're dark or light, hair, string, curly, whatever. You're mixed. You have other races in you. You're related to other people walking around who are not black. So you're not pure black. No matter if it's a long time ago, you're still related to that person. If you go with the other side of your family tree and try to mate with that person, it'll be considered incest. So don't give me those stupid, dumb, ignorant, uneducated arguments. Yeah, because the society, if a society say crack is good, are you going to be stupid and dumb enough to pick up a crack pipe and smoke it because it's considered to be good in social sense? Have some sense. All right? Leave Michael Jackson kids alone. I don't give a damn what he did. If he did it, that's his damn body. I'm getting tired of this old collective shit. People, white folks, to get tans, to get close to my complexion, and no one bitch him on about it. But when a person of color does, it's their damn body that they own, not you. You have your own. Worry about your body. Stop using collectivism and control people. Sure, there's other things going in this world than you worry about what they do with their body. Shoot, have your own body. You have your own bills, your own car. Worry about that. Shoot, or want to manipulate somebody for your own gratification. That's what it's all about. That's all I have to say.